And Zaf from Live Fit here with our second series of Pilates on the platform. So I hope you got a chance to see last week's, and if you didn't, no worries, it's in our YouTube library. Welcome, welcome. We've just decided to run this series. We did a lot of yoga, and we've been doing a lot of different things on the platform, but one of my deepest practices is Pilates. I've been a Pilates practitioner since 2000. Well, I started 2000, about 2000, 2002. I got most of my training, so like almost 20 years. Well, yeah, it is 20 years. But we're always a beginner. So just because I've had 20 years of doing this doesn't mean better or worse, because some days are better than others. And what I love about Pilates on the platform is you get a whole different experience of really connecting in your body. So if you're joining me today for the first time, like every class I teach, I want to suggest that you watch me first and then go through and watch the recording a couple times and take it in increments, because this is really a training class. It's a workout too, but my style is I'm a trainer. Okay. Yeah, I can give you a kick-ass workout, but I want you to know good quality form. That's essential in all work, really. But the best results come from the best form, not how many reps that you do, how many sets. If you are familiar with Pilates, you'll know that we only sometimes do 3, 5, 8, maybe 10 reps max of quality movement, and then we move to the next exercise. So again, welcome, welcome. Let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're on Facebook, on Instagram, or watching through YouTube, and what kind of platform you're using. I am going to be using the Rolex Pro 4D for this series. I do have the mini waiver, and I've done these moves on the waiver as well. And whatever platform you have, my mantra is it's perfect. It's your platform, and you can do these things. You'll notice on my platform today, I have a blanket. This platform comes with a mat, but I like a blanket for a couple reasons. We are going to do some spine rolling. It's a little softer on the coccyx, the tailbone area, and my platform won't shut off when I'm rolling back. A little recap, a quick recap, I promise, of what we did last week. We talked about the 5 principles: breathing, head and neck placement, rib cage placement, scapula, shoulder blade stability and mobility, and pelvic placement. And I reviewed some essential exercises that I want to stress that you practice: the cat-cow, the hip rolls, the ab preps, the breaststroke prep, and the shell stretch, which is really like child's pose. Those 5 are like good warm-up exercises. And we're not going to warm up today. We're going to dive right in. And then what I also taught you last week were the hundreds, the half roll back, the spine twist, and side bend. And I'm going to kind of build up on those. My plan is next week we're going to do a lot of side leg work and side core work. And then our fourth in the series is going to be perhaps some more standing work, because sometimes you just don't want to get on the platform laying down. We can do a lot of Pilates work standing, which is going to challenge balance more, by the way. So what are the props you need? Well, if you have a mini stability ball, that's what we get with the balance trainer. Great. If not, a pillow is fine, but something that we'll use between your legs. You can also have yoga blocks, so keep those handy. And also today, I want to suggest that you have one of the resistance band loops that come with the platforms. Because the first exercise I want to do before I get into the work is going to be all about head and neck placement, which is one of my big deals. Most of us, because of what we do for a living or what we do for recreation, reading our Kindle, checking our phones, we have this forward posture, which will put a lot of stress on your lower back. So if you're dealing with lower back issues already, you're not helping matters by head and neck placement. Then I'm going to go into a routine. It's called the series of 5. There are 5 known core, literally abdominal core exercises that we'll do. And I'll break them down, but they're meant to be done one after the other. And that's kick butt once you do that. And then from the series of 5, we're going to do a little bit of leg pull front, We're going to do the saw. We're going to do leg pull prep back because that's a really tough one. And then we'll end with the side bend stretch. So let's dive in. I'm going to tie my hair back so that gets out of my way and you can see me more. In terms of your platform, let's have you put it on somewhere. If you're on the Rumlex Pros, I'm going to go laterally for a lot of this stuff. Now, again, if you don't have lateral as one of your options, the oscillation is fine. And what setting, what speed? A speed that you feel good about. Now, when we have a lot less speed, it's going to be a lot more obvious oscillation, more speed, quicker vibration, obviously, right? So play around with this. There's no wrong or right way. The most important thing is the form where you are on the platform when we're talking about Pilates. It's about alignment and control. So without further ado, I am going to go into my lateral mode. I'm going to crank this bad boy up to, oh gosh, about 30. And you can see my light's blue. You're going to take the band, and I'm going to go from the side so you can see me. I'll make sure you can see. I'm in the side view. You're going to take the band around, not the neck, but the back of the head. It's kind of like a headband, right? Remember those Jane Fonda days? And then I'm taking my fingers and I'm putting them in palms facing away. My elbows are forward, my shoulders are down. So I've got shoulder depression and a little bit of protraction, retraction, you're squeezing together. I'm going to protract and I'll take a breath in. My abs, here's rib cage placement. I'm not pushing my ribs out. I'm not sticking my butt out. I'm going to pull my pelvis, pull the belly button in a little bit, pull my ribs in a little bit. So I've got my good alignment. And I'm going to take a breath in. And then exhale, I'm going to press my neck back and put some pressure into my hands to push the band away. Then I'm going to release it. Exhale. Really get all the air out of the ribs. The ribs are pressing back. Then release. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the shoulder blades drop down. Inhale. Exhale. Navel pulls in and up. Shoulder blades down. Crown of the head to the sky. A lot of directional cues here. Breathe in. Exhale. Press the ears back. Draw the jaw back. The neck is long. Hold it there. And then breathe in for 1. Breathe in for 2. Breathe out as well. Breathe in and out for 3. Sustaining that retraction of the head, the depression of the shoulder blades, the protraction of the shoulder blades, the belly pulled up and in, a little bit of pelvic floor engagement, and release. So that should be a really nice way to get your head in the right place. And after the work we do, we're going to do a lot of forward flexion. So it's the ab prep movement. And I'll break that down. Okay, so we're going to start with, in the series of 5, single leg stretch. I'm going to scoot forward all the way and then roll back. Now, for this one, I'm going to hold my hands here for a second, and I'm going to C-curve up. I'm looking toward my knees. So with the single leg stretch, I'm going to take both hands, interlace, and pull my shin in as I reach the leg out. That's an exhale. Inhale, switch, and exhale. Inhale, switch, exhale. Keeping my curve. My elbows are pointed forward. My belly's pressing into the platform. My spine is imprinted. And this is 4. Here's 5. 5. We're going to do 3 more. Exhale. Exhale. Last one each way. Reach that leg up. Pull in. Knee in here. And then we're going to come up carefully and roll up. And roll your shoulders out. So already you can feel the flexion of the spine, the tuck of the tailbone, the shoulder blades out. That was your single leg stretch. Now, double leg stretch, I need to break this down because this one can be a difficult move for everybody, including me. So put the ball or a block between your knees. Sit up nice and tall. I want to review ab prep. I want to review half roll back. Then you'll get the idea of where your arms should be in our double leg stretch. You're going to take a breath in. You're going to squeeze that ball and roll back. There's your C curve. Now I've got the flexion in my My abdominals, my arms are going to reach up and back down. Do that a couple times, okay? Now, when you reach your arms up, the tendency is wanting to lift up, but I'm going to keep you in the C curve. We're going to take that, we're going to sweep the arms around to the knees. Inhale up, exhale around, keeping the curve. So even though I'm calling this a half roll back, this is a double leg stretch prep because you're learning what to do with the arms. Let's do that one more time so you feel the ribs staying down. Great. Now, for the full double leg stretch, I will have my elbows bent at my side. It's going to be like I'm almost pushing my hair away from my temples to reach up and then sweep it around. So I bend my elbows in and reach and around. Okay, that's what it looks like, but you're going to see me from the side. So let us go in position. Take a breath in, pull your ribs back, hold on to one knee to grow back, then the other so you can get into your position. Oops, I got to scoot forward a little bit more. Okay, now it's arms and legs. You're going to sweep the hands up, reach the legs, and everything hugs in. You're going to take an inhale and exhale, pull. We're going to do 3 more of these, okay? They're slow and steady. Bend the elbows, reach and pull. Look towards your belly button. Bend the elbows, stretch away and pull. One more time. Reach away and pull. Take yourself all the way up and shake it out. Pretty intense, right? You only did 5 of those. We're going to move on to the single leg pull. Now, same position I'm going to be in. My pelvis is imprinted, my rib cage is in, but I'm going to do a little bit more of stretching of my legs. So let's get in position and we'll roll back. You can take one leg back at a time. You want to be very much on the edge of this platform. Roll back. Oops, I'm still forward too much. Or back too much. Roll back and find your position. I'm still not in the right place. There we go. Okay, so here's what happens. You're going to extend your left leg out, hold behind your right calf or thigh or one of each. Okay, this is our starting position. This top leg, we're going to pull, and switch. Reach that other leg away, pull. Exhale, inhale, then transition. Keep looking at your knees. Exhale. This is 4, 5. We're going for 8, 6. Pull. It's a great hamstring stretch. One more each way. Bend your knees and roll yourself up. And release. So that was your single leg pull. That's one of my favorites. It's a great stretch. Now the double leg is a lower and lift. Okay, we did double leg stretch. This is a double leg lower and lift. This is the 4th in the series of 5. So once again, you can even hold on to the platform to roll down. Bring one leg up at a time. I never take both, okay? Now, for ease of your neck, you're going to put your hands behind your head. You're going to bring your legs up, and you're going to lower down only as low as you can go, keeping your back flat. So let's exhale. We're going to do 8 of these. Inhale, push the belly into the platform. That's 2. You don't have to lower far, or low down. Let me say it again. You don't have to lower the legs too much. 3, exhale. 4, keep looking toward your knees. 5, low diagonal, high diagonal, press in. 6, inhale, exhale. 7, these are tough, guys. And 8, and bend your knees and roll on up. That was a tough one for me too. So again, you should feel this is a lot of curvature of the spine. By the way, in case you didn't know, and you have the ability, you can do these same moves the length of the platform. And that's why I like the 4D Pro, because I've got a nice curve and it helps increase the curve of the spine. Now, the last of the series of 5 is the crisscross. When we do crisscross, my hands are interlaced and my thumbs are going to support my neck, okay? So I'm going to be right here behind my neck. And this is the natural angle of my scapula. So I don't want to pull back too far because that pushes my head forward. I want that natural angle, just like when I had the band behind my head. When we cross over, the tendency for everybody is to to pull the elbow in, you want to think rotation and flexion, okay? You rotate and flex. So if you're not ready to come down again, you can actually flex and rotate and rotate. You can practice that a little bit. Flex and rotate and rotate. But I don't want you to do that for too long. Don't think that's really the work. That's just to get you to feel the flexion and rotation. Here's the work. Come on back down. Let's see what my time is on my platform. Oh, I've got 40 seconds. Can I do this? Yes, I can. One leg at a time comes up. You're going to take your hands behind your neck. You're rotating. You're flexed up. You're going to rotate to your right. Extend that left leg. Inhale and exhale. Keep the head and shoulders lifted. Here's 3. Stretch that leg out. Pull it back in. 4. Going for 8. 5. And 6. Remember, elbows wide. 7, but not too wide. Last one. 8. And great, and you're done. That was your series of 5. So I think your abs should really feel a pretty good flexion workout. I know mine did. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to put in the chat. Let me know if you have any challenges here. I'm happy to answer them after the live is over, or you can private message me or text me, whatever you need to do to get a hold of me. I'm happy to help. Okay, I'm killing time on this because the next one we're going to do is a leg pull front. Now, this is going to be the foundational work for a lot of our other things. We have a Pilates push-up. We have some other side balances using our shoulder stabilizers. If you're new to planks, and remember, you're only beginner once, you can start this with your hands on the platform. Spread the hands wide. So you see my index fingers are pointing up. What I want to do is make sure that your elbows are not bent out to the side. You want to roll the elbows. Now see how my hands rotated? My whole arm bone's rotating, but my hands are going to rotate the other way because there's 2 bones in there that will make that happen. If I do this, my shoulder blade drops down. And that's what I need. I don't want you to be up here in your planks. You want to be shoulder blades down, okay? I'm going to turn my platform a little bit to the side so you can see me before I turn it on. And we're going to still go into the lateral movement on this. I'm kind of digging lateral today. I'm going to give you a very prep for those of you that cannot put full weight on your platform yet. A little training tip, because it's a lot of intensity on the wrists. I am actually going to put my heel of my hands on my blanket so my finger pads feel more connection to the platform. Now I'm rolling my elbows in, okay? And then I'm going to literally just take one leg back and then the other leg back. So I want you to get this feeling first of taking your legs back in a plank position. My shoulders are right over my big knuckles. I'm not back here. I'm here, okay? So do a couple of those first. Then I'll give you the feeling of keeping your belly in, okay? Belly in. Now, you're going to take one leg back and you're going to give it a kick the heel. Not bending your knee. You're kicking your heel up. Switch. Slide the leg out. Heel kicks. So that's building onto the move. Leg out, kick. Keep the hip bone down. So there's the kick. And then I'm going to add on to the slide, kick. One more time. I'm going to slide, kick, point, flex, and bring it in. Slide the leg out. Hips are square, shoulders are down. Thigh bone lifts, point, flex, down. One more each way. Slide, belly in, lift the heel, point, flex. Strong straight leg here. Slide back. My glute is engaged. The thigh bone lifts. I point and flex and in. Now that was the prep to what the full leg pull front looks like. Join me in that. I'm only going to do 5. Let me show you what it looks like. And I'm not going to use my towel for this one or my blanket. My hands don't bother me being into a regular hand plank. Okay, knees are lined up with the wrists. I'm going to take one leg out, then the other. Here's my full plank. Right leg first. You're going to lift the leg. As you point the toe, you're pushing the other heel back. Bring everything in a flex position, place it down. Lift the left leg, point the extended leg, and you're flexing the grounded foot, come back and down. We'll go quicker. Lift, point, flex, lower. Lift, point, flex, lower. Lift, point, flex. So it's inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, one more each side. Lift, stretch, and glide it back. That's your full leg pull front. Now just to take some time off of your hands, we're going to go into our saw movement. Last week I taught spine twists. And spine twists, if you recall, I did a lot of different things to cue you. I just sit anywhere comfortable, hold on to a ball or a block, and our rotation, the ball stays right in line with my chest. So there's my shoulder rotation. The difference in saw is not only am I going to have rotation, but I'm going to flex, okay? So practice that. Rotate to one side and flex over down to that thigh. Bring it up. This is a really good way to understand this move. Flex. So I'm not leaning, I'm flexing over. If the ball was here, I come over the ball and back. I rotate, I flex over, and then I stack. Now the arms, it confuses people, but I want you to know there is a reason why you're turning your hands. When we do the full exercise, you're going to rotate. The back hand's going to be thumbs down. Now watch. Thumbs down. Be careful that this doesn't happen. Yours thumbs down, and the other one's thumbs up. So I'm going to reach over. The back hand's going to pull me up, and I de-rotate. Let me show you from the side this move. I'm sitting nice and tall. Notice my hands aren't back here. They're in line with my scapula. I'm going to rotate. I'm going to rotate my back thumb. My front is over. I'm going to saw over my knee. I'm going to come back up, stack, and rotate. So now here's the full saw. It's like you're going to saw off your toes. Let me make sure you can see me on this. Let me adjust my platform a little bit. Okay, the full saw. And you guys, I'm breaking this down for a reason. Quality movement. Oh, you still can't see me. Hold on. There we go. Okay, the full saw. My toes are up. I'm sitting up nice and tall. There's a little posterior tilt. There's a little imprint. My ribs are in. My arms are out. I'm going to show you from two directions. I'll do 3 this way and 3 facing you. Take an inhale. Exhale, rotate to your right. Flex over, reaching for your little right pinky toe. Your back hand brings you upright to stack, and you de-rotate. The inhale, you rotate nice and tall. The exhale, you saw off your toe. The inhale, you restack your spine. The exhale, you come back to center. So an inhale lifts you to rotate over your spine. The exhale flexes you. The inhale, you restack, crown of the head to the sky. Come back to center and rotate and flex. Restack and back. One more. Breathe in. Breathe in and out. Inhale, reach back. Now, what it looks like from the front here. Okay, toes up, belly in, lengthen. Remember the chin's back. I'm going to take a breath in. I'm going to rotate to the right. I'm going to take the right thumb back and reach the left pinky finger toward the right pinky toe. Stack it up and back to center. Rotate. The crown of my head reaches to that front thumb. And back. Rotate. And back. One more time each way. Rotate. Flex. Lengthen. De-rotate. Rotate. Flex. Lengthen and de-rotate. A great rotational exercise. Really good. Okay, so there's one more. We do the leg pull prep back. So we did leg pull front. I gave you a little prep on that, then the full one. The leg pull back is really much harder. I'm only going to do the prep. Now, as a seasoned Pilates practitioner, I can do the full one, but I don't want to recommend that to any of you guys until you've been practicing for a while. It's a lot of good, healthy strength of your shoulders. But I want to make sure you've got a good foundation. So here's the prep. Now, it's recommended your fingertips are behind your butt, okay? Now, if this feels too much for your wrist, then it might be, I'm going to allow you to bring your fingers out to the side because the main thing is I want you to be up, lifted up, okay? My butt's almost on the end here. I'm not too far back, just enough. And I'm going to keep my fingertips forward for this. You're going to bend your knees, okay? When I lift my butt, I'm going to scoop to lift. So let's just do one. Watch me first. Take a breath in. I'm going to roll my shoulders back. I'm going to tuck my tailbone. Here's my flexion. I'm going to lift my hips. Now, I'm not throwing my head back. My eyes are looking toward my belly button. My glutes are working. If you do a lot of bridge work, which is hip rolls, which was one of our preps last week, warm-ups, this will be a lot. You'll get this. This is why you do this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead again. We're going to take a breath. Nice and tall. Pull the belly in and push your knees over your toes. Once you have this position, the arms are strong and straight. You're going to lift the right knee up, place the foot down, the hips stay lifted. The left knee up, place it down. We'll do that 3 more times. Inhale, exhale, drive those hips forward. Inhale, exhale. You can add on to this. Inhale and stretch, bend, and lay it down. The hips don't move. Lift, reach. 1 more time. Lift it up. Keep the knee lifting up. Place just the foot down. Belly's pulled in. Lift the knee and back and place it down. And shake out your wrists. I know that was a lot of work. So opens up the chest, makes the glutes work, gets the spine nice and long. We're going to end today, guys. What's our time? Yeah, pretty good. So I wanted to give this be about a 30-minute class. That little routine probably be, I gave you 5, 6, 7, 8 exercises. Actually, with our stretch 9 and the neck pulls 10, there's 10 moves. So give yourself 15 minutes to do this workout. Not going to be that difficult. You can find 15 minutes in your day to do this. Remember, though, you want to have a little bit of a warm-up. So let's end with our mermaid. Now, your options are to sit cross-legged, or you can take the shin. My right shin is forward. My left shin is parallel with the platform. I think my platform is about to come off. Yep, just perfect timing. I'm going to go back to my lateral move 1 more time. Oops, that's pulsation. There we go, lateral. And again, my speed's just been about 30 through all this. Go for a speed that works for you, okay? So our mermaid, arms are out. I'm going to pinwheel. When I pinwheel, one arm goes down, one goes up. I'm going to bend my bottom shoulders, relax. I'm going to stretch over. I like to put my hand behind my head to make sure my head's not forward and the eyes are gazing forward. You're going to come on up and then counter stretch it by reaching straight up as your hip anchors down. Do that 3 more times. Inhale and over. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, back and reach. Exhale. Open up the arms and rotate. Bring it back and lengthen. And let's switch sides. So I'm going to take my legs to the other side or keep the legs crossed. Okay, arms in line with the shoulder angle of 30 degrees. You're going to pinwheel. You're bending from the side. The hand comes on the ground. You're going to bend the elbow and reach over. See how I'm bending my elbow? I'm not in my neck. I don't want to be reaching this way. I want my lats to stretch. So I'll put my hand behind my head so I'm not in my shoulder. You can bend your elbow to get a little more stretch, but you want to anchor the hip. Come on back and lengthen, nice and long. Over to the side, take a deep breath in and exhale. Okay, I lost you guys. Hopefully I'm back. So let's go ahead and end with one nice little stretch here. You're gonna bring your legs forward, arms forward. We're gonna flex back, reach the arms up, come on over to the toes, get a nice lower body stretch, lower back, pull the belly in, relax your head, stack your spine, and sit nice and tall. Pull those shoulders back, press the hands into the platform, push your feet out, let your hamstrings stretch out. Take a big breath in and a long breath out, and you are done. So guys, today we did the series of 5. I want to make sure you warm up first. Single leg stretch, double leg stretch, single leg pull, double leg lower and lift, crisscross. We did the leg pull front. We did the saw. We did the leg pull prep back, and we did a side bend. I'm going to look and see. I've got some comments here. Will this video be available? Absolutely. Let me turn my platform on. So we're going to have, our library is pretty extensive right now. I got to get out of the sun. There we go. Our library is pretty extensive. If you check out, I probably got over 50 training videos in therapeutic yoga on the platform on things, but this will be available in the library. I strongly urge you to watch, to break it down like I did, pause, practice it, move on, and then eventually you'll go through the whole workout. Now, maybe, cross our fingers, I'll actually be doing full routines based on this work where we'll just go through it. I need to hear comments from you guys, what you want to see. But right now, my goal is that you learn proper form. For someone just starting out, John, is it John? Jen, I'm glad you joined us. Yeah, I'm showing fundamental movements, okay? You can go on to a lot of different sites and see Pilates happening or being taught, but I'm showing you pointers that are super important about head and neck placement, about what your shoulders should be doing, your hands should be doing. So I want this to be very instructional for you guys, gals, so you feel successful. Like you want to feel, I remember one of my Pilates teachers saying, the language of your core is feeling, and it shouldn't be a painful feeling. You might feel a stretch. You might feel muscles really contracting, but if there's pain, you need to back off on it. Again, private message me, put it in the Facebook chat, whatever platform whatever social media platform you're using, but reach out to me. Tell me what you want to see more of. If you don't understand something, let me know because I'll break it down. I've got 2 more videos or 2 more trainings coming up. And also, this same workout I just did, I'm doing on Friday on the balance trainer. And guess what? You don't need a platform to do this work. It just brings the work, like it just up levels our game because I do 5 reps, 8 reps. And every vibration, that we have, those 10 to 30 vibrations per second is really helping us to connect in our core muscles. So more shoulder strength, more strength in the upper abdominals, more back strength, more hip glute strength. So it's a beautiful way to practice Pilates or yoga or strength training or relaxation on the platform. I think with any of my clients I put on there, as soon as they're on their platform, they start feeling things, and then I start creating movements on it. It's a game changer, and you guys can probably attest to that, those of you who have a platform. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free to put in the chat. I'll check it out later on. You can watch this video again and again, and I always check to see if there's additional comments. I really appreciate your time and your attention. I'm so grateful to Joe and Abe and all the people on the Lifepro team, as well as the people in the back room, Lauren, who helps me out all the time. I hope you guys have a great, great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you. If not next Wednesday, I'll see you Friday, okay? Bye for now.